Hello! Today's Paano Ba To video is a part 2 of my anniversary special video wherein I choose 10 questions that you guys posted on my community tab, and hopefully makatulong siya to more people with whatever they are going through. I just want to share how I choose the questions. I definitely choose the questions na may issues na napagdaanan ko na rin in life, because there are a lot of wonderful questions, but a lot of them I also have no idea what the answer is to. So again, I hope this helps. I am still traveling right now. I'm visiting my brother and his family in the Bay Area for a few days before heading home. So ibang klaseng scenery naman yung makikita ninyo. The first question is from Michelle Sabuga. Hi Bianca, how do you know if you made the right decision in your life? Wow, super bigat na question, but we make a lot of right or wrong decisions in life, but I'm one of those people na I really believe that everything happens for a reason, and you won't always know that reason. Sometimes everything does not make sense, but then the time will come that they will make sense and you will realize, kaya pala nangyari to dati kasi this will happen now. So whoever we are today is a product of all those right and wrong decisions we've made in life. So I guess we all just strive to try to make more right decisions than wrong decisions, but all in all, a wrong decision will only be really truly bad if you don't learn from it. Remember that quote of Steve Jobs na you have to believe that the dots will somehow connect in the future. Sobrang naniniwala ako doon. So, hi Sabine! That's my niece. She's always curious how I make a video. Next question from Bads Layosa. Paano i-overcome when you feel you're always losing when your only competition is yourself? I've certainly felt that way sometimes. Super cliche answer, but don't be too hard on yourself. I feel like you only really feel like you're losing if you are comparing yourself to the pace of other people who are on the same journey as you. But in reality, we all have a different pace. We all have a different timing. I'm sure you've heard me say that many times before. And it's good to always want to beat your personal best. But if it comes to the point that you feel like you're losing and medyo paralyzed ka na by it and you can't do more things, when you feel so overwhelmed na talong-talo ka na, it's usually because we're looking at the small picture. But when you try to look at the bigger picture, then you can appreciate things more. Next, from Jel Alvarado. How would you advise other women who are struggling to love themselves better? Wow, that's such a great question, because I often and constantly struggle with that as well. For some people, I have friends, words of affirmation work, as in they look in the mirror and they tell themselves that today is going to be a great day, you will have your breakthrough today. Try to check out the video I did with Tony Gonzaga. She gives advice on that. But for me personally, what works is when I feel ang hirap kong mahalin is when I do something for others. I know it kind of sounds cheesy, but like help a friend out with something or help someone you don't know. I feel like it gives me a sense of purpose. Parang, uy, may worth pala ako dito. And that usually jumpstarts my mood whenever I feel like parang may kulang. So I hope one of those techniques help you. Okay, next. From Leia Mai Del Rosario. She said, I love my mom so much, but there are times she becomes moody and emotional. As much as I don't want to answer back, there are times I cannot hold back my emotions too. How to deal with it? I'm also very, very guilty of that. Yung sometimes matatarayan mo yung mom mo and then you feel terrible after. One video I can recommend to you to watch is this video I saw on YouTube. It's about an old father and his grown-up son, and the father was asking, what's that? And then the son says, it's a sparrow. And then the father asks again, what's that? The son says, it's a sparrow. And he asks like 3 more times. And then the son gets mad, not in Tagalog, but he says like, bakit pa tanong ka na tanong? Sinabi ko na nga sparrow. And then they go back to the story of when the son was a child and the old father was much younger. And the kid did exactly the same thing. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? But the father just kept on answering because he's a child and he just wanted to know. So that video, whenever I watch it, it brings me to tears, but it's a great reminder that circle of life and that we should be more patient, especially with our loved ones. So if you want to watch that video, it is on YouTube. Just type a father, son, and sparrow and you'll see it. Okay, next. From Jen Salvador, I'm 25 and BSB. Wala akong dinedate or kahit man lang manliligaw. Minsan, I can't help but worry. I went through this phase before, not the NBSB, but the time na parang you question yourself na, will someone still like me? Kasi wala akong dinedate, wala naman nanliligaw sa akin. So, what I have to say about that is, there are two ways to go about it. One is you just wait for the right one to come along. But while waiting, you become the best version of yourself. Syempre, effort ka, paganda ka, and hopefully all that energy will attract the right one. But another tip that I have to give you is you have to put effort into trying to meet people, into expanding your circles. Hindi man pwede araw-araw, bahay work ka lang and you don't do anything new because nothing new will happen if that's what you keep on doing. So, minsan, if you wanna meet someone, kailangan mo din mag-effort. Okay, next. From Andrea Adele, dapat bang sabihin sa boyfriend mo ang negative comments ng family mo? Para kasing lahat na lang ng gawin niya mali sa kanila. I did have a relationship before where hindi approve yung family ko and all I could say was that family knows best. Meron talaga silang kutob. I'm not saying that's right in all cases because there are some people I know na medyo hindi gusto ng family but it worked out perfectly and they're happy. But in my case, they were right. Hard-headed ako. And about telling him what your family says, I think you should. Even if it stresses you out, wala, you love him and you want him to know what your family really thinks. And maybe if you share with him and you have open communication, maybe you can talk about how to make things better or how to make things work. Next. From Anya Anaya, how do you discipline your daughter when she has tantrums? Okay, so my daughter is only 2 years old, but an article I read before did super help me. My daughter doesn't throw a lot of tantrums, but the times that she's stubborn or medyo nag-arte-arte, that article told me to not get mad at her in front of other people, but instead pull her somewhere more private, kneel down to her level so that you're eye to eye and talk to her properly like an adult. And I found that when I do it that way, she listens. So I hope that helps. Next. From Christian Sato, how can I handle the pressure other people put on me? Another very, very hard question because pressure will always be present, whether it's from your family or your peers or your workmates. People handle pressure in different ways, but what I can say is that in most cases, not all, people pressure you because they see that you will be able to do it, na kaya mo, na may kapasidad ka. So try to look at that in a positive way, na if they believe you can do it, then you can definitely do it, right? In very rare cases, of course, yung pressure is parang because of selfish motives. But more often than not, you can try to see the positive side of it. Next question. From KPSM. Tanong ko lang po, is it too bad to be too kind? Some people expect na hindi ako magagalit with what they do, but when you show them na galit ka, parang ikaw pa yung masama. Okay, is it too bad to be too kind? I have to say, in most cases, especially at work, yes, it's too bad to be too kind. Kasi when you allow people to just step on you like that and treat you a certain way, they will just keep treating you that way kasi feeling nila okay lang sa'yo. So, try as much as possible to assert yourself, especially when you know na wala namang masama sa ina-assert mo. And don't be so conscious about showing them that you are upset kasi kailangan naman yun talaga in life. And sometimes you really need to put people in their place. And last question is from Nix She. Laging sinasabi sa akin ng mga tao na I dream so big. Feeling nila imposibleng makamit ko yung pangarap ko. In the long run, naapektuhan ako to the point na may self-doubt ako. P.S. Realistic po yung mga pangarap ko. Next, this is so funny because it's very ironic na you believe in yourself tapos some people around you, sila pa yung nangda-down sa'yo. So, siguro for me, very simple, just try to keep in mind that the only person in your way is yourself. Of course, there are also a lot of factors like your access to resources, your network of connection. Syempre, lahat ng tao sa mundo hindi naman pantay-pantay lahat. Syempre, may mas mayaman, may mas konektado, may mas maganda, may mas talented, but that's life. But I mean, so many people have beat so many odds to make their dreams come true. If you really believe in something and you super know that you want to work for it and you're willing to work for it, then just try as much as possible to not mind those people telling you na hindi mo kaya. Kasi kung ikaw nga kaya mo, and for you, sabi mo, realistic yung dreams mo. So I'm sure somewhere along the way of you reaching your dreams, you will learn a lot of lessons, you will fall a lot of times, but ultimately, just keep reaching for it and prove them wrong. That's it. I hope that helped you guys, and I hope that helped any of you who might be going through something similar. And again, I'd like to thank everyone who is subscribed to this channel and say hello to everyone who is new to this channel. So that's it. Bye!